Welcome back. In this video, we're starting on the shoulder straps. In the pattern, I provide two variations for shoulder straps. The first has a single water bottle pocket on one side and a single phone pocket on the other. It connects to the pack with two strands of webbing in a more traditional style. The second variation is like the one that I'm wearing. It has two water bottle pockets and two underarm phone storage pockets. Under the arm, there's an extension that laces to the pack for more compression and better bounce control. The connection between the yoke and the vest strap is designed to ride very close to your collarbone. The length of the vest strap goes from your collarbone to the bottom of your rib cage. So you may want to adjust the length of this vest strap after you build your prototype. Both straps you'll have a yoke as well as a left and right version of the vest strap. I'll be building the wraparound harness. So in addition to the yoke and the two vest straps, you'll have a left and a right alternative bottle pocket, a left and a right rib outer, and a left and a right rib inner pocket. For both variations of shoulder straps, the first thing to do is insert a zipper for your phone pocket. There's lots of instructions on how to do this. If you look up, insert zipper. For the length of the zipper, you'll end up having an opening in your fabric. You lay in your zipper and you stitch around the entire assembly. So when all the sides are kind of folded under, you'll top stitch right along here around this border, and you'll have a zipper inserted into this panel. For the next step here, for step 3, you really have to make sure that you have the right panels and that they're face side correct. You fold the rib pocket outer over, and we will stitch a straight stitch right along this edge so that later we can fold it down and this edge will be tucked under. Vest strap and inner pocket are face sides together, and I'm going to do a stitch from A down to D. What you want to do is you open it up, and we're going to do another stitch just to secure this edge of the vest strap to this panel. I had a little fabric stretch on the inner pocket, but when I go ahead and attach all this together, it won't make a difference. And if I need to, I'll just trim a little bit off. Next step is to make sure that your seam marks are all aligned. And we're going to do basically the exact same stitch again, where we attach the inside of the pocket along the same seam. We have the bottle pocket and the outer and inner pockets attached to the vest strap, and you can see that I just basically follow the same stitch lines that were already there, just so I didn't have 4 separate stitch lines go through here. Okay, so hopefully to make it clear for the last step, I went ahead and pinned and clipped the entire assembly together. So I folded the outer pocket down, overlapping the inner pocket, and then I pleated the bottle. Now I'm not going to stitch all the way up here because I'm waiting, like I said, I'm waiting to hem the top until my bottle arrives. Because these are stretchy materials, as you assembling things, most likely all your seams and things don't align. Do your best, but it's probably easier to make sure, and you might want to stitch it this way, is stitch inside your seam allowance around the border to make sure that you're catching all 3 layers. So that's just a little trick. So I stitched down the bottle around the start of the rib pocket, and I stopped at the edge of the 3D spacer mesh on the back. And then on the other side, I pinned my pleat. I came down the bottle pocket, down to this corner. I cut over a little bit and stopped at the edge of the 3D spacer mesh on the inside. Then I closed off the 2 pockets by doing a stitch right inside the fold line, separating bottle pocket from rib pocket. the rest of your rib pocket for your wraparound, this needs to stretch. So I'm actually going to pull out the other machine that does a zigzag, and I'm going to overcast or zigzag stitch along this edge, along the bottom edge, and that will allow this panel to stretch so you can compress the pack to your body. You can't do a straight stitch here. If you do a straight stitch over here, you'll just rip it out. Yeah, that came out okay. You can see I used blue thread just to spice it up a little bit. Okay, so that was the first strap, and now you got to do all this over again for the other side, which is fun.